Hey, good people, how's it going? Welcome to today's episode of Trapped in the South. We are going to talk a little bit about cult classics, some movies that culture has depicted to be the best of the best. And it seems like your girl has missed out on a few. So I'm going to be taking some time over the next couple of months and rectifying that situation. In undergrad, I took a class called Sociology and Film. And I was really excited to take this class thinking that, ooh, it's going to give me like the insiders on perspective and different films and all of this. And it was definitely the opposite. Um, I can't even remember one name of the films that we watched. I briefly remember one film because it was like newly in color. And it's a really popular film, but I can't even tell you the name of it. But I was really excited to take this class, so I just thought that, in undergrad, I took a sociology and film class. I was really excited about it. And I thought this class was going to give me an inside scoop on film, and I was going to be able to like watch things with like a different lens. Unfortunately, that was not the case. I did watch some things that I probably would have never watched, and I passed the class with an A. So I guess in the end, it was a win-win situation. But today, when I was driving down the road, I was like, you know what? I am going to record this for YouTube, and I'm just going to tell you guys about the movies that maybe I missed out on at some point, and I'm going to watch them and tell you a little bit about them and then my thoughts on them, and we're just going to do this thing together. So everybody who may feel like y'all have missed out on something at some point, and you might get ragged on by your friends all the time about it, this is your time. This is your turn to redeem yourself. Okay? So, the first movie, I think for the month of February, I'm going to do love films. The first movie that I am redeeming myself on is Love Jones. Love Jones is written and directed by Theodore Witcher. And I looked him up on IMDb. It doesn't look like he did a lot before or after Love Jones. It seems like he recently has directed and written some things, but maybe this was like his brainchild. It is starring Nia Long and Lorenz Tate, and they have some great like supporting cast, like Isaiah Washington. Any of my early Grey's Anatomy fans, he was Burke in Grey's Anatomy. Also Bill Bellamy, he was a huge comedic actor in the early 90s, 2000s. I still think he does some things. One of my personal favorites, I used to love a TV show called Ally McBeal, and Ally McBeal's best friend in the show was Lisa Nicole Carson. A lot of familiar faces. So this movie came out in 97, and what I gather is it's just a film about love. It's about two people who meet randomly while hanging out with friends. It seems like Lorenz Tate's character, who his name is Darius, I don't know. I'm not sure if he faked writing a poem about Nia Long's character. Her name was Dina in the movie. Um, or if that was just like something that he always did. They were like at a spoken word bar, lounge, or something like that. And so they meet each other at a bar, in the bar, and Nina was very forward, holding a conversation with him. And then he goes up on stage and recites this poem about her, and turns out that the poem is about sex. And she basically, you know, at the end of the night tells him that he embarrassed her, and that is not the way to flatter a woman or to get to a woman's heart. And then some days go forward, and they ended up meeting each other at a music shop. He ends up getting her address. He shows up at her house. She lets him in. And they kind of start to get to know each other. There's some twists and some turns. Somebody comes back into her life. He is trying to figure out how to deal with that, so he goes and dates someone else. And then over a span of time, they reconnect. And I don't want to go too deep because I don't want to spoil it for y'all, but it was really sweet. Like, in the end, I was kind of like, okay, I can see why this could be a classic love story. So I'm gonna go over this again. The movie was Love Jones. It came out in 1997. It was actually rated R. I read this little blurb and I was like, why is Love Jones rated R? And it said foul language, partial nudity, and sexual situations. So apparently those things in 97 get you rated R, because in 2022 that gets you on a cable show prime time with no problems. So if you think Love Jones is something that you would want to watch, you can find it on YouTube or Amazon to buy or to rent. Also, you might want to check your local library. That's where I found mine, and I was able to rent it for free. So those are some options for you. If you have a video that you think I should watch, or no, not a video. If you have a movie that you think I should watch, drop in the comments below, and I'm gonna do this every Monday in February and see where it goes. So thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you next time.